Hi, I'm Megan, and I'm going to be guiding you today through a power Vinyasa flow. So this class is a little bit faster paced. It's a little bit more strenuous than your typical flow class. It involves a little bit more core work, a little bit more balancing, or maybe more advanced poses. That being said, it still could be accessible to all levels. Just if you find anything to be too difficult, just definitely back off, listen to your body, listen to your breath, and do what you can. So we're going to start in an easy seat, just finding any comfortable seated position, and just taking this opportunity to go within. So taking some time to get grounded, bringing the attention to the present moment. Just going to ground down through the tailbone, lengthening the spine, lifting the heart, and then relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Just allow the eyes to rest closed. Begin to deepen the breath. If you're feeling anxious or scattered, just placing the palms facing up for receiving. If you need more grounding, keep the palms face down on the knees and just imagining you have roots growing down into the ground. Just becoming completely tuned in to the sensations of the body. So you stay here and breathe. If you find you need a little more balance, and just bringing the palms together, hands at the heart and namaste, and just continuing to relax with the eyes closed. The breath begins to deepen, perhaps finding an extended exhale. And then for this practice, we'll begin to ignite our Ujjayi breath, our breath of victory. Begins with a small constriction in the back of the throat. It's an audible breath, like an ocean wave. It cleanses, it purifies, it brings heat to your practice. And it will guide you throughout this flow today. Breath is always a good measure for where we are at, anywhere in our life, whether on or off the mat. If you find you're holding the breath, or the breath is coming too quickly or too slowly, that's a good indication. You need to check in with the body or the state of mind. Maybe change what you're doing. Maybe let go, back off. And just take a few more breaths in silence, just connecting to that breath of victory. And then on your next inhale, just reaching the arms overhead, let the side bodies lengthen, the rib expands. On a deep inhale, Exhale, let the palms meet, draw them down towards the heart. Allow the eyes to gently open. And smile to begin your practice. And then from here, we're going to take the palms to the knees and we're going to begin to pair movement with our breath. So finding that Ujjayi breath once more. On the inhale, we're going to move into some seated cat-cows. So inhale, presses the heart forward, shoulder blades squeeze, the collarbone broadens, and the gaze lifts so the eyes can stay closed. As you exhale, just begin to round into the upper back, bring the belly button towards the spine, tuck the chin. Inhale, coming forward, opening the heart. Exhale. Leaning back, tuck the chin. Inhale, coming forward and just taking a few more rounds, finding your own rhythm and connecting to your own breath. And then coming to a neutral spine when that's complete for you. Keeping the hands on the knees, we're just going to begin to take some circles now with the rib cage. So on the inhale, just bringing the rib cage over and forward, and then as you exhale, just kind of rounding, coming towards the back, just as if you're drawing a circle here. You can move as slowly or as quickly as your body needs, just again, tuning into your personal rhythm with the breath. And then reversing direction. And then come to a neutral spine, sitting up tall, shoulders relax away from the ears. And then from here, we're going to take the legs extended out in front of you. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms up tall, the gaze might lift. And then as you exhale, just folding forward, just allowing that shoulders to round, the head hangs, and just letting the hands fall wherever they fall on the mat. Just finding a few breaths, just creating some length and opening in the back body. Inhale, rolling up to seated. And then bringing the left knee, bending into the left knee, bringing the left sole of the foot on the inner right thigh, keeping those right toes flexed towards the face. We're going to inhale here, and exhale, fold over that right leg. Just let the head hang just for a breath. Inhale, reach up tall, plant the left hand on the outside of the hip, and inhale, all the way open, bringing the right arm over the right ear. Exhale, set the hip down. Switching sides. Right foot on the inner left thigh. Inhale, reach the arms up tall. Exhale, hinging over that leg. Just let the head hang, let it all go. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, plant the right here. Inhale, open, left arm over the left ear. Just finding length in the side body. And exhale, set the hip down. Releasing both legs. Maybe shake it out here. And then drawing the knees up towards the chest. So you can get into a tabletop one of two ways. You can simply roll over onto hands and knees, or you can take it a little further, rolling all the way back, all the way forward, and coming into that tabletop. So from here, we're going to be on the knees for the next sequence. So if your knees get sensitive, then perhaps adding a folded blanket underneath you. We're going to take the shoulders over the wrists, the hips over the knees, keeping the knees about hip distance apart. We're going to build a sequence from here. So beginning with the breath and movement, we're going to sink the hips back towards the heels, stretch the arms out in front of you, take the forehead to the mat. Just remembering that this pose, child's pose, is available at any point throughout your practice, and it's a good way to pause, reconnect, find that connection with the breath once more, and take a rest if it's needed. Well, on the inhale, we're going to bring the hips forward, set the hips down, the legs lengthen behind you, and coming into a upward facing dog or high cobra. You can take the gaze up. Arms can stay straight or they can stay a little low. We're just warming up, so listen to your body. Exhale, come back to child's pose. Inhale, bring the hips through, set them down, open the heart. Exhale, sink the hips back, forehead to the mat. We're going to just take a few more rounds, listening to your breath. Just opening up the hips, opening up the heart. And then eventually coming back to that tabletop. Now from here, we're going to extend the left leg behind us and keeping that foot flexed as if you're pushing something away from you. And then finding some balance and stability. If you feel wobbly, just look at something that's not moving, find a point, a focal point that can help you keep your balance. And then eventually we're going to engage the core, reach that right arm out in front of you, and find a spinal balance here. Exhale to the mat. Switching sides, we're going to take the right leg back behind you. Keeping that foot flexed, keep the hips square. Don't let the hip roll open. We want to keep the hips somewhat square here. Really engaging the lower belly, using that core to strengthen and find that stability and balance in this posture. If you feel strong and steady, then the gaze comes right in front of you as you reach the left arm towards the front of the mat. Exhale, set it down. Adding on from here, we're going to move a little faster now. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Find that length, union of opposites, reaching, stretching, pushing, pulling away. And then exhale. Bring the elbow underneath the body. Take a little tap, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach it back up. Exhale, swing the right arm out to the right side body, the left leg out towards the left. Nice. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the mat. Left arm, right leg. Inhale. Exhale. Crunch it in, elbow to knee. Inhale. Stretch. final balance. Exhale, swing it up, side bodies. Inhale back to center. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, back to that spinal balance. Exhale, swing it up, side bodies. Inhale, back to center. Now this time, we're going to plant the right palm down on the mat, and then flex that left foot up towards the sky. Nice. Now from here, we're going to take a few little pulses with the heel. Pressing the heel up towards the ceiling. We'll do about 5 of those. Really working the glutes. And then bringing that hip back to center. And then we're going to take a chaturanga push-up. So exhale, bring the chest forward. Inhale, back to tabletop. And set the left knee down. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, side body. Inhale, center. Exhale, set the left palm down. Right foot flexes up towards the sky. And taking those little pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to center. Chaturanga push-up. Inhale. Exhale, set the right knee down. Continuing to add on here. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, side body. Inhale, extend. Exhale, set the right palm down. Left toes flex. The right foot flexes towards the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little pulses. Exhale, chaturanga push-up. And then lengthen that leg behind you. So now we're going to take some taps. First on the right side of the mat, then the left side of the mat with the toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Use that core, find that engagement here. And then bringing the foot back to flex up towards the sky. And then maybe you reach that right arm back and take a bind, opening the heart. Exhale, release. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the mat. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, side body. Inhale, center. Exhale, set the left hand down. Flex that foot up towards the sky and find your little pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, chaturanga push-up. And then lengthen the leg back behind you. Starting on the left side, we're going to take those taps with the toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Flexing the foot back up towards the sky. And then here's where maybe you take the bind. Maybe grabbing that foot with the left hand, opening the heart, gazing back behind you, or keep the gaze down if you feel wobbly. Exhale, release. Inhale to center. Exhale, back to the mat. We're going to take one round of a cat-cow stretch. Inhale, scoop the belly towards the mat, lift the face. Exhale, rounding high into the upper spine. And then release. From here, we're going to tuck the toes, lift the hips, come to our first downward facing dog. Now, this is our first one of the class. So spending a few extra breaths here. Bending into one knee and then the other. Maybe coming high on the toes, and taking the heels to the mat. Just warming up here. Maybe finding a sway in the hips. And then taking the left toes towards the center of the mat. Inhale, reach the right leg high, coming into a three-legged dog. And then we're just gonna prime the hips here. So bend into that right knee and just let that right hip fall open. Send the breath all the way into that hip flexor. If it feels good, maybe take a few big circles with the knee here, opening that hip. Exhale, set the right foot down, right where the left foot is, in the center of the mat. Inhale, now lift the left leg high, bend that left knee, and just let the hip fall open. Taking a few deep breaths here. Come back to that Ujjayi breath. Maybe a few hip circles. And then exhale, release. Coming high on the tiptoes. Bend the knees a lot. Look to the top of your mat. Step or hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift for length. And then exhale, we're going to take a forward fold. So heel to the feet a little wide, about hip distance apart. And keep a micro bend in the knees. And then just let the chest melt towards the thighs, let the head hang. Finding that breath once more. And let it go. Keep the knees soft. Slowly roll up to standing. Reaching the arms up tall. Exhale, hands to the heart. Now we're going to move with the breath, continuing to warm up the body. Beginning to flow through a Surya Namaskar A variation. So inhale, sweep the arms up tall. Back bend here. Press the hips forward, leaning the heart back and open. Exhale, swan dive, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift for length. Exhale, plant the hands. Step the feet back to your plank. Hold your plank. Now, pressing into all 5 fingers into the palm. Keep a micro bend in the elbows. And then to prevent from dumping in the upper back, bring that sternum up towards the shoulder blades. Zipping up through the inner thighs, engaging that core, creating one long line of energy here. Beautiful. Now from here, we're going to inhale, bend that right knee, and bring it towards the right elbow. Exhale, release. Inhale, left knee towards left elbow. Exhale, back to plank. And then lower down to chaturanga. Inhale, coming through to cobra or up dog. We've been here before. And exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, find your downward dog. Take a breath here. And then exhale all of the air out, bend the knees a lot, look to the top of the mat. Step or hop to the top. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale towards the mat. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms up tall. Exhale, mountain pose. We begin again. Inhale, reach the arms up tall. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands plant, step it back. You can step or hop the feet back to your plank. Hold here. Inhale, right elbow or right knee towards right elbow. Exhale, release. Left knee, left elbow. Exhale, release. And lower down. Chaturanga. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, down dog. Find that breath of victory. Allow it to power you through, warming you up from the inside out, cleansing, burning away that which no longer serves you. Exhale all the air out, bend the knees. Step or hop to the top. Inhale, halfway, finding length in the spine. Exhale, back towards the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up tall. And exhale, Samstiti. Back to Tadasana, mountain pose. One more round. Inhale, sweep the arms up tall, back bend. And exhale, hold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step the feet back, plant the hands, come to your plank. Inhale, right elbow towards, right knee towards right elbow. Exhale, release. Inhale, left knee, left elbow. Exhale, release. Lower down. Breathe through your vinyasa. So those three pieces are what we call a vinyasa. When we rotate from plank to chaturanga, back to downward dog. So from here, we're going to roll the heart forward into plank. And then we're going to come back to that elbow and knee posture here in our plank. So you can either move slowly with the breath on each inhale, bring the knee towards the elbow. Begin to ignite the breath. Pushing it out, or you can move a little faster coming into mountain climbers. So taking your option, we're building heat. Using the breath. And then come back to your plank when that's complete. And then take the hips high, coming back to your downward dog. Take a few breaths here, let the head hang. If downward dog isn't restful enough, then come back to that child's pose. When you're ready, you're going to take the forearms down to the mat. Keep those hips high. Walk the toes a little closer to the hands, coming into a dolphin pose. Try to keep the gaze on the big thumbs or towards the top of the mat. Inhale, bring the right leg high. Feeling that engagement of the glute. Use your core here for strength and stability. Exhale, release. Inhale the left leg high. Just try not to dump into the shoulders. Keep the gaze lifted and use the breath. Exhale, release the left toes back to the mat, and then take the knees to the mat. Sink the hips back and find a child's pose. Use this pose to reconnect with the breath. Remembering that an Ujjayi breath has an audible sound, so see if you can practice it now. One more breath here. When you're ready, pressing back to that tabletop, making your way to a downward dog, and then step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale brings you halfway for length. And exhale, fold. We'll pause here in our forward fold once more, taking the feet a little wide, softening the knees, and just let it go here for 3 breaths. Use the inhale to rise. And bring the hands to the heart. And beginning our side-to-side warm-ups, our Surya Namaskar beat. Begins us at the top of the mat. We're going to sink it on into our fierce pose, Utkatasana. So the knees are bending deeply. The hips get low. Slightly tucking the tailbone and engaging the lower belly to protect the lower back. The heart stays lifted, the shoulders relax, and then the arms reach high, the gaze lifts. Find your core here, find your breath. Tapping into the fierceness of the pose, tapping into that energy. Begin to draw it in and out from within. Maybe the heels lift. And exhale, release, straighten the legs, folding forward. This part's the same. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back. Here comes our vinyasa. Beginning in our plank, lowering down to the mat. Inhale brings the heart through, and exhale, downward dog. Now from here, right away, inhale the right leg high, and we're gonna bend that right knee, bring it towards the right elbow. Inhale, back up high. Exhale, step the right foot through, keep the back toes, keep the back heel lifted. Inhale, rise. Crescent warrior. Now in your crescent warrior, you're in a low lunge. Keeping that knee right over the ankle. Tuck your tailbone, engage the lower belly, lift the heart, and the arms reach tall. Exhale. Ardha Virabhadrasana, folding halfway over, pressing the palms up towards the sky, keep the heart lifted. Inhale, just reaching the left arm high, coming into revolve reverse warrior. The gaze comes over the right shoulder. Exhale, plant the hands, take the right toes back, let them hover if it's available as you breathe through your vinyasa. Inhale, left toes high. Exhale, bring the elbow towards the knee. Knee towards elbow. Inhale, left toes high. Exhale, set the foot down, coming into that high lunge. We're sitting low in the hips. Inhale, reach the arms up tall. Crescent warrior. Exhale, fold halfway over. Ardha Virabhadrasana, or sometimes called lightning bolt. Inhale, just the right arm reaches. Gazing over the left shoulder. Revolve reverse warrior. Exhale, plant the hands. Left foot comes back. Let the toes hover. Vinyasa. One to 3 breaths here. When you're ready, Make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to the heart. Find your fierce pose. Sink the hips low, arms up high. Utkatasana. So finding that balance between effort and ease. Just finding a place to strengthen. And then finding a place to soften. Go a little deeper. Don't just go into the pose, but go into the self. Just finding something within, some untapped potential, something that will serve you moving forward. Maybe it's something that surprises you. Just taking that moment. Try not to worry about the pose, how much you may hate it. You really don't want to be here. Try not to push away the sensation, but sit in it and find that place. The place of a new realization. Exhale, straighten the legs, fold forward. Inhale, halfway rise, exhale, plant the hands. Step it back, breathe through your vinyasa. From your down dog, inhale, right toes high. Exhale, right knee to the elbow. Inhale, back up high. Exhale, step the foot through. Inhale, rise. Crescent warrior. Exhale, fold halfway over. Inhale, just the left arm reaches. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back, the right toes hover. Vinyasa. Downward dog. Inhale, left toes high. Exhale, elbow, or left knee towards the elbow. Inhale, up high. Exhale, step the foot through. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold halfway over. Inhale. Just the right arm reaches, still staying low in that lunge. Exhale, plant the hands, left toes hover, vinyasa. Downward dog is our reset, in between flow, and if it's not restful enough, you have your child's pose. Make your way to the top of the mat when you're ready. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, sink in. Inhale, sweep the arms up tall. Exhale, hands to the heart. We're only taking one more fierce pose, so make it good. Maybe push yourself a little further than you did before, coming to that edge. Just finding that place that only you know. You're the only one that can take yourself there. That place where if you gave any more, it would be just too much. But if you gave any less, it just wouldn't be enough. Find that place now. I'm right here with you. I'm sitting in it with you. Maybe you need a little challenge, or maybe you're fine where you are. Just find a way to push yourself a little further and find 3 more breaths. Exhale, straighten the legs. And fold towards your mat. Let it all go. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back to your plank. Take your vinyasa. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, elbow. Inhale, high. Exhale, step. Inhale, rise. Exhale, folding halfway. Inhale, left arm only reaches. Exhale, plant the hands. Let the toes hover, vinyasa. Inhale, left toes high. Exhale, bring the elbow. Bring the knee to the elbow. Inhale, back high. Exhale, step. Inhale, rise. Exhale, folding halfway. Inhale, just the right hand reaches. Exhale, plant. Left toes back. Vinyasa. So, from our downward dog, we're going to add on to that beginning. So, on the inhale, bring the right toes high. And then exhale, bend the knee, bring it towards the right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring the knee towards the forehead. Inhale, back up high. Exhale, bring the right knee towards the left elbow, set the foot down. Inhale, reach the left hand open. Rock star or fallen tree. Inhale, the right toes high. Exhale, step the foot through. This part's the same, we've been here before. Inhale, keep the arms up tall, find that CrossFit warrior. Exhale, fold it halfway over. Press the palms up towards the sky. Make sure you don't set the chest on the thigh, but keep the heart lifted. The core stays engaged. Now from here, we're going to come into a balancing pose. So begin to come light on the left toes. Take all of the weight into that right foot and pop up into warrior three. Find your balance here. Strength and stability. Again, if you feel wobbly, look at something not moving. Inhale, swing those left toes forward. Reach the arms up high. Keep the hips squared. Beautiful. Exhale, step the left foot back, hands plant. Right toe step back, vinyasa. Now, taking all of that on the left side. Inhale, left toes high. Exhale, bring the knee towards the left elbow. Inhale, up high. Exhale, bring the knee towards the forehead. Inhale, up high. Exhale, bring the left knee towards the right elbow. Set the foot down. And inhale, the right arm high for rock star. Exhale, right hand plants. Inhale, left toes high. Exhale, step it through. Inhale to your crescent warrior. Exhale, fold halfway over. Now here's where you take all the weight into that left foot and pop it up, warrior three. Inhale, swing the right toes forward and the arms reach tall. Keep the hips squared and keep the toes lifted. Exhale, step it back to your low lunge, find your plank. Breathe through your three-piece vinyasa. Now continuing to add on. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale up high, knee to the forehead. Inhale back to three-legged dog. Exhale, step the foot through. Inhale, open rock star. Exhale, left hand plants. Inhale, right toes high. Exhale, step the right foot through. And inhale, rise. Exhale, fold halfway over. And then pop it up into your warrior three. Inhale, swing the left toes through. And then from here, we're going to take a standing balancing pose. So bringing the left knee in towards the chest. If it's available, take the left big toe into the peace fingers of the right hand. We're going to come into a dancing Shiva. The gaze comes behind you, the left hand out back behind you. Work on your balance here. Keep the hips square. Nice. And then exhale. Step those toes back. And then find your left hand planted on the inside of your right foot. Inhale, the right hand opens, coming into a dragonfly twist. And then from here, we're going to exhale. Again, taking all of the weight into that right leg. Keep the fingertips on the mat. Left arm opens, coming into a standing, balancing half moon. Maybe the gaze lifts up towards the fingers in the sky. And working towards the entire chest, side body opening. Beautiful. Exhale, both hands to the mat. Step the left foot back. Step the right foot back. Breathe through your vinyasa. From here, inhale, left leg high. Exhale, bring the knee to the elbow. Inhale up high. Exhale, knee to the forehead. Inhale up high. Exhale to the right side of the mat. Then inhale, open, rock star. Exhale, set the right hand down. Inhale, left toes high. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, rise to your crescent warrior. Exhale, folding halfway over. Pop it up, warrior three. And swing the toes through. And then here's where we come into that dancing Shiva. Balancing, standing, taking the right big toe in the left peace fingers, bring the right hand behind you and begin to bring the gaze back behind you, staring at the right thumb. Beautiful. Exhale, release the bind, step the right foot back, plant the right hand, and inhale, open, dragonfly twist. Now taking all of the weight down the left foot, bringing the right hand in front of the foot, and begin to make your way into that standing, balancing half moon. Exhale, release. Step the right foot back. Step the left foot back. Breathe through your vinyasa. We just have a couple pieces to add to our flow here. When you're ready, inhale, right leg high. Exhale, bring the knee to the elbow. Inhale, center. Exhale to the forehead. Inhale, center. Set the right foot down. Left arm open. Exhale, left hand to the mat. Inhale, right toes high. Exhale, step it through. Use your inhale to rise. Exhale, fold halfway. Pop it up, warrior three. Inhale, swing the left toes through. Coming into your dancing Shiva. Gaze comes behind you. Out the left thumb. Exhale, release the toes. Step it all the way back. Left hand plants. Right arm opens. Exhale. Coming back into that half moon. The gaze comes to the left fingertips if it's available. And then exhale, take both hands to the mat. Square the hips. You're here in a standing split. And then keep the left hand or fingertips on the mat. And then twist it open, revolve half moon. Exhale, right hand to the mat. And our final pose in the flow is a standing split. So, play with your standing split here. Maybe the hands stay on the mat. Maybe you can take one or both hands to the ankle. Then work on getting those left toes a little higher. And then finally step it back. Breathe through your vinyasa. Take a breath in downward dog. And then we take it on the left. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, bring the knee to the elbow. Inhale, high. Exhale to the forehead. Inhale, high. Exhale, set the foot down on the right side of the mat. Right hand reaches. Exhale, left hand to the mat. Inhale, left toes high. Step it through. Inhale, rise. Crescent warrior. Exhale, fold halfway over. And then pop it up into your warrior three. Inhale, swing the right toes through. Exhale, taking the right big toe and the left piece fingers. Find your balance here. Dancing Shiva. Exhale, release the bounce. Step the right foot way back. Right hand plants. Dragonfly twist. And then coming forward into that half moon pose. Maybe you begin with just taking the hand to the hip and then eventually letting the arm open. And then exhale, right hand to the mat. Square the hips. Keep that right hand planted. Now the left arm opens. Revolved half moon. Exhale, left hand to the mat. And find your standing splits. Just play with it here. And when that's complete, step both feet back and take a victory vinyasa because we are done with our flow. So taking 3 to 5 breaths either in downward dog or maybe a child's pose. Just using this opportunity to reconnect with the breath. Using this opportunity to reconnect with the self. Whenever that's complete for you, just making your way back to that downward facing dog if you're not already there. And then inhale, come high onto the toes, and exhale, step the feet through, find your way to seated. Now from here, we have the legs extending out in front of you. We just have one more last little push to the finish here. So bear with me through this next sequence. So we're going to bend the knees, take the toes towards the mat, lift the feet off the mat. You can keep the knees bent here. And we're going to take a few rounds of boat to canoe. So inhale the boat, exhale canoe. Inhale the boat, exhale canoe. Inhale boat, exhale set the feet down and fold over. Let it all go. Find your breath, creating an opening in the back body. Well, that wasn't so bad, right? We're going to do that 2 more times. So inhale to your boat. Exhale. You're taking it halfway down to canoe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up high. Exhale, set the feet down and fold over. Let it go. Just finding some reprieve in this seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Just let the hands fall wherever they may. And then one more time. Find your boat. So you can keep the legs straight. That's a little harder. You can keep them bent. That's a little easier. Reach the arms up tall or keep them low. We're going to inhale, boat. Exhale, canoe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Final push and then exhale. Let it go. This time we're going to hang out for a while. So really allow the body to relax into the pose. If you can take the peace fingers around the big toes, go ahead and do so. You can keep a bend in the knees if it makes it easier to go deeper. Take 5 more breaths here. When you're ready, slowly find a seat. Just rolling back up to seated. And then inhale, bending into the left leg, left sole of the foot on the inner thigh. Flexing those toes. Just coming back where we started. But we're gonna stay here a little longer and breathe. So as you exhale, just begin to walk the fingertips out towards the right toes and then just descending into the pose. Janu Sirsasana. Let the head hang. Just reconnecting with the breath, finding relaxation here. Inhale, release, maybe reaching the arms up tall. And exhale, plant the left hand. And just pop the hips up, bring the right arm over the right ear. Just finding a counter pose, opening the hips. And sending the breath to any tight place. Exhale, set the hips down. And releasing the pose. Now inhale, bending into the right knee, right sole of the foot on the inner left leg, left toes flex. And just using the breath, relaxing into the pose. Notice if you can go a little deeper. The longer you stay here and breathe. Just take it a little further within for the next 3 breaths. And inhale, release the stretch. Just go ahead and reach up tall, release. Exhale, set the right hand down and just pop the hips up and open. Take the left arm over the left ear. And then exhale, release. Bring it back to the mat. And letting it go, extend that right leg. We'll scoot the hips forward and slowly roll onto the back. Just keeping those knees in towards the chest. Just finding a gentle rocking motion, just releasing the lumbar spine. And then exhale, setting the feet on the mat. Keeping the knees bent. We're going to inhale, bend the right knee, set the right ankle on top of the left knee or left thigh. And then we're going to take the hands and bring them through, interlacing behind the left knee. And then hug it in. So you have control over how deep the stretch goes. If you need more, you're going to bring everything closer to the chest. And if you need less, then just let it go. Relax. And find 5 deep breaths. And then exhale, let it go, releasing the hands, releasing the left foot to the mat. And then let the right foot come to the outside of the left side of the mat. Keep the knee bent, so we're taking a variation of a twist. Arms come out to a T and then turning the face towards the right shoulder. Breathe. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, release the right leg. And then inhale, bend the left knee. Set the left ankle on the right knee or thigh. And then interlacing the fingers behind the right knee and bring it all in towards the chest. Again, you have control here how deep you need the stretch to go. So let the breath guide you. Again, if you find you're holding the breath or you're breathing too quickly, that's definitely a sign to back off and to find a variation for your own personal well-being. Finding a way to ease into the pose, finding the breath, and finding relaxation. Beginning to let go of all of that activity. And then exhale, releasing the bind, set the right foot down. And then taking the whole thing over to the right side of the mat, the left sole of the foot comes to the right side of the mat. Arms come out to a T, the gaze comes over the left shoulder, and breathe. Allow the eyes to rest closed. Beginning to notice if there's any place you may be holding on. And if you find it, just giving yourself permission to let it go. And then releasing the twist and hovering it all back to center. And releasing the figure four pose, just throwing both knees in towards the chest, squeeze, maybe even lift the head and shoulders into a little ball. And then exhale, let it go. Releasing all the way to the mat, flat on the back. And then before we surrender into our final rest, just take a minute here to create tension. So balling up the fist, just squinching up the face, just engaging the thighs, pointing the toes, holding tension in the belly. Just hold it here. Exhale. Just let it all go. Find a sigh of relief that you're done with this practice. Just finding gratitude for health and well-being, and just finding gratitude for this release of tension. Sometimes we don't even know what we're holding on to or where we're holding on until we become conscious. enough to release. So releasing it now, letting go of controlled breathing, and just take rest. To bring movement back into the body. Beginning to wiggle fingers and toes. Rotating ankles and wrists. Gently rocking the head from side to side. Eventually inhale, reaching the arms overhead, taking a full body stretch from fingers to toes. And then exhale, bending the knees. Drawing them in towards the chest, wrapping the arms around the legs and finding a gentle rocking motion side to side. And eventually rolling all the way to the right, finding a fetal position. Taking a moment to pause here. And just taking a mental gratitude list. Just finding 3 to 5 things you're grateful for in this moment. Or even more if you choose. Just finding gratitude for your practice and all that it brings to you both on and off the mat. Whenever you're ready. Pressing up into an easy seat, taking your time to get there. When you arrive, keeping the eyes closed and inhale, reach the arms up tall. Exhale, let the palms meet, draw them down towards the heart. And bowing the head towards the light within. It was my honor to guide you through this practice here today. The light in me honors and celebrates the light in each of you. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.